realize obviously I'm not sitting in front of my normal setup. That's just because I'm sitting in front of my bed. But besides the point of that, I have a video for you guys. So today's video is doing like a horror Halloween look. So obviously it's not the makeup that I have on now, but I did film this earlier today. So you can also tell in that video that there is really no talking, and I'll explain that right now. So that video was filmed at my boyfriend's, and also for the reason why there was no talking is because he was sleeping, so I didn't really want to be loud, and his place is pretty much like a little studio, so everything's just kind of like right there, and yeah, so I didn't want to be that loud, so I didn't really talk much, but I did do a voiceover, so let's get started. So I'm using the Morphe James Charles palette, and we're gonna go in with the shade Spooky, and you just want to make sure that you are coating your brush completely with the color Spooky, and you're just gonna end up applying it pretty much all over. So you're gonna bring it up to your eyebrow, like actually fill in your eyebrow with it and everything. You're gonna make a full circle area of your eye socket, just how I'm doing right here. And you're gonna cover it all in the color Spooky, or just a shade of black. And just keep adding as much black eyeshadow as you can. You want to make sure that it is pretty dark and that you don't have any like patches where it's sheer. You really want to make sure that it is completely black. Okay, so then we want to get something like this. Now we're gonna go in with my Morphe Jeffree Star palette. I had got black eyeshadow all over it, so ignore that. But we're gonna take the color Calabasas, and we're gonna take it and kind of smudge it all around the black eyeshadow, just like so. And I was trying to make sure to see how well it looked on camera, guys. take some latex, and you can get this at Walmart, and it was like 98 cents or $1 something. But we're gonna take the latex and we're gonna put some on my face like I'm doing right here. And then you just take a beauty blender and just kind of spread it out more, like so. And you're just going to keep blending out the latex to your liking, because that's what I did. You want to try to keep it as kind of smooth as possible. Also, I highly recommend, if you're going to be using a beauty blender to do this with this latex, make sure it is an old beauty blender, because I don't want you guys to ruin a beauty blender that you guys use for your daily base makeup, or even if you use it on a on occasion. There you go. Sorry guys, can't talk. Next, I'm gonna take some tissue paper. You take tissue paper, toilet paper, whatever you like, and then you're just going to make sure it matches the length of the latex. And right here, I'm just trimming it down just a little. And then we're just going to match it up. And then you want to like pat it down, but you also want to make sure that the tissue paper is smoothed out as possible, because you don't want it to be like too crinkled or anything like that. Then once the tissue has sat for a little bit, you can start cutting off the edges around it, because it'll start to stick to the paper. Now we're gonna go back with the latex again, and we're gonna place it over the tissue paper that I have on the first layer of latex. So we're gonna cover that up again, and again just using that same beauty blender, and cover the tissue with latex. Okay, so here I'm just finishing up, and I got it to my liking, and now I just want to kind of fan it so we could get it to dry. Now, this next part here, I'm just showing you a little section that I'm going to add some latex to, because we're basically going to make it look like our skin is peeling off our face. And I'll show you guys that here real soon. So we're just gonna add some latex in that little section. Guys, please, if you're going to do this, make sure to get all of your baby hair out of the way, because if you do not, you will be losing some baby hair. Your hair will get caught in the latex and it will get pulled out. Therefore, try to be very careful with that. But again, same thing, just kind of blend it out to your liking. You want to try to get it as close to the roots of where your hair are, so it can look a little bit more realistic. But here we're gonna add the tissue again, and you're just gonna kind of press down, and again make sure that it's laid out flat. Once you do that, you can start ripping off the section, like the rest of the tissue paper that's not needed, like I'm doing right now, and you can end up shaping it however you want it, however you would like to. Guys, I really cannot talk today. I apologize. So now I'm taking this little nail file and I'm gonna cut the latex, and I'll show you guys how I'm going about that. So here I'm already making a little hole, trying to get it. It's best that you use scissors to do this. Now I didn't have scissors on hand, so, but here you can see I already cut it open and everything. I got it to how I want. And now I'm just gonna take some foundation and apply it to the latex, because we want to make sure it matches our skin tone. So I applied some foundation, pretty much how I normally would to the rest of my face, but I also applied it to the latex areas so it kind of looks a little bit more realistic. Okay, and I'm still adding the foundation over to this part on my forehead, because we want to make sure everything is matching. And then once I finally finish that, I'm going to now take it and start peeling it downwards like so. It did hurt a little bit because my hair got caught to that. That's why I said you guys gotta be very careful, or you're going to end up losing some baby hairs. But you're gonna pull it down just like this, how I did, and you're just gonna kind of let it hang there. So we want to bring it down as much as we can, just kind of like that, and we'll leave the latex kind of hanging like that. And then you're gonna take the Calabasas color again, and you're gonna start putting it into the areas that have an opening. So we're going to brush it into like the scarring areas, just like so. And then we're going to do the same thing and add it into the area where the forehead is at. So I was gonna start with the zombie blood already, but then I forgot we needed to do one more thing, which was to put the black lipstick on first. I'm going back in with my James Charles to grab a little bit of the shade Spooky, and we're going to add that into the areas where we added the red. So we're just going to add a little bit of that just to give it a little darker intensity, just like that. And now we can go on with the zombie blood. So if you're going to use this, I recommend using a brush that you no longer are going to use. So we're going to take that and add it to all the places that kind of have like the red. So this is just going to give it a little bit more. And you guys don't have to make this clean. Make it kind of as messy as you can. Just kind of look like blood got all over. So I just kind of try to fill it in as best as I could right here, and I actually ended up liking the way it came out. So so we're just applying it onto the skin part that we're supposed to make look like it peeled off. Then also the area where we added that red, we want to make sure you get the blood around that area too. And here's the finished look. I hope you guys definitely did enjoy this video. If you did, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. If you didn't, then you didn't. But also go ahead and share my video, and also go ahead and drop a comment down below. I did have fun making this for you guys, but remember, be beautiful, be confident, and be bold. Bye guys, see you next time.